about what you did with Dad. Well, you know, it was always wherever we'd go, that suitcase would open up and we'd be somewhere different. We'd be in a different town, a different state, a different country. Sometimes we'd be in a train, on a plane. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. Yeah, it does sound like a Dr. Seuss book. But no matter where we went, we were sure that we were going to tell people about Jesus. You sure did. You tell stories like Daniel in the lion's den. Yeah. You tell stories like Jonah and the whale. Yeah, it was real stinky on that one. Yes, it was stinky for that one. And there was also, what was the other one? Oh, Zacchaeus. Oh, I didn't like Zacchaeus. Why didn't you like Zacchaeus? Well, your dad always lifted me up really high, and I'm scared of heights. You are? Yeah, I get all scared. Well, you know, I'm not going to lift you up today. Good. I don't want you to lift me up. Oh, all right. But you know, I remember Dad coming back from a trip. He'd be back overseas, and he told us a story, not a Bible story, but he'd tell us about one of the trips that he went on, and how you guys were telling stories to kids on the street. Yeah, we do that a lot. You sure would. And as you were telling stories, you'd finish. And there was this one time that you finished, and these guys came up with machine guns. Yeah, they did. It was really scary. And they told you to come over there. Yeah, they took us. And they put you in their Jeep. They did. They took us in the Jeep, and they drove off really fast. They did. They drove in and out of the streets and through the different areas. Yeah, we thought we were going to goners for sure. Yep. But then they stopped. They sure did. They stopped in a dark alley, and that was going to be the end of us. But it wasn't, was it? No, it wasn't. Instead, they just wanted us to tell the stories all over again just to them. That's right. They just wanted to hear the stories all to themselves. They were embarrassed that they wanted to hear it, but they still wanted to hear the story of Jesus. They sure did. It was cool. And I didn't die. Anyway, you know, Charlie, I'm real thankful that you're here today. But unfortunately, we're trying to keep things short, so it's time to say goodbye. Aw, do I have to? You do. But you know, before you go, there's that song that you and Dad always sang. Yeah, I like that song. And